Hey, so this is Mike Connolly, and I'm here with a 3-minute marketing tip for you. And I'm talking to you tonight from beautiful downtown Baltimore, right on the harbor, where I'm meeting with a client this week. And what I want to talk to you about is a mistake that I see a lot of business owners make, which is mixing up media with message, okay? Mixing up media with message. So what do I mean by that? Well, you know, the net, the interwebs is a real handy thing. And I think that a lot of people these days think that it's really the only media. And I mean, honestly, it is absolutely someplace you've got to be. That's where your customers are for the most part. But let's face it, it's really not the only thing. And if you will come at your customers with a clear, concise message that they can understand, it almost doesn't really matter which media it is. So to give you a couple of examples, I had a client last week was very concerned about their Google ads not running. And they were wondering, well, how do we, stay in touch? How do we keep getting leads while, until we get this Google campaign back up and running? And I suggested, well, you got Christmas coming up. This was a law firm. And I suggested that, maybe a real good thing to do would be talk about some type of charity project that they were doing in the community. It's very much of a local-based business. And that, surely there's a local newspaper that would be happy to run some kind of a story about that if they could make it interesting. You could run an advertorial like my mentor, one of my mentors, Frank Kern, did for a doctor client of his who also was having some problems with his advertising on the web. And they wrote an article, full-page article in a local paper, and had something like a 9-to-1 return on that. In terms of revenues, they spent, I don't know what, maybe a few $1,000s, and we're getting tens of thousands back in terms of revenue, even after just a month or so of running, if I remember right. So there's all kinds of things you can do besides the web or with the web, in conjunction with the web. I got one more example for you. This is from a business called Tasty Trade. It's an online options trading platform for people that like to trade options, and I'm actually part of that, and they sent me, So I got this in the mail last week, and let me see if I can show you what's in it. So you get this nifty little card and everything, a sticker. Stickers are big, right? And you get this little pin, right? You can wear, and they're giving their customers a sense of identity, kind of belonging to a community, right? With stuff like that. It's like you put this sticker on the back of your computer, you wear this pin around, and people might ask you, well, what's that all about? And then you can tell them, or you might even run into somebody else that knows exactly what that is, and there's this kind of shared sense of community. And giving your customers, by the way, this is a little extra tip, that if you give your customers a sense of something to aspire to, that they'll love you for it. And that's just a little extra tip for being able to create really effective marketing messages. But at any rate, let's get back to the main point here, which was be sure to not mix up the importance of the media with the message, right? So yes, go ahead, get everything out that you can online, but don't forget there's other ways of reaching your customers. And if you do that with a clear, concise message that tells your story in a compelling way, your business will grow. So I hope you enjoyed this tip. I hope you find it useful. And if you'd like help with that, just come on over to strategiccopy.com, hit the Contact Us page, and we'll be happy to help you out any way we can. Thanks for watching. Talk to you again soon.